to Fernie. I'm back in BC, which I'm super happy about. And I found a hotel. I'm staying at the Fernie Slopeside Hotel. And it is super pretty here, you guys. So I figured I would chat with you guys for a little bit, and then in a little while I will take you out and show you around. It was quite the day driving, you guys. It was snowing on and off. Jason Case, hi, how are you? So glad you came in. Thank you for joining my live stream. I just got into Fernie, BC, and I got a hotel. It's super cold, but well, it's still TD Knives. Hi, how's it going? I just thought I'd jump on here and do a live stream. So all the way from Alberta to where I am in BC in Fernie, I had no Wi-Fi services. I've been trying to do a live stream for a while, and the service is really sketchy out here, right? So I'm in the mountains again, so I'm feeling pretty good. The truck is running great. It's been awesome. I am going through a little bit more gas now, but that's okay, right? It's to be expected. I'm not sure if my chat's working. Good evening. Yeah, who else is in here, Jace? I'm great. Hope you've been well too. I'm excited to go. Oh, you're going on a trip. That's excellent. Just got home from camping, TD Knives. Oh, wow. I am done with the whole camping thing. I'm ready to go home and jump back into my bed. I should be there within the next week. Back home. I'm going to be traveling slowly through the mountains. I was charging my phone, but I'll jump out and show you guys where I am quickly, since I actually am able to go live today. Oh, that's okay. All right. So this is, I'm up in the mountains in Fernie, but this is the ski slope area. Isn't it pretty? This is the hotel that I'm staying at tonight, the Fernie Slopeside. But the views out here are stunning. They're just, you know, I've been in the flats, in the prairies for so long that I forgot how beautiful BC is. And just getting back in the mountains feels right. So that's if you guys have never come skiing to Fernie, this is what it looks like. It's beautiful, hey? There's a lot of really nice hotels and lodges in this area. And if you look way over there, there's the mountains where I'm headed, right? Today I had to remove probably, I don't know, I had to stop several times. Who else is in here? Hello, thank you for coming to my live stream. Hello, Food Feral. Today I had to stop several times and literally kick ice off of my truck. It was so loaded up with ice. I will put a little video out to show you guys. It's all gone now, but look how dirty my truck is, you guys. It's so dirty. Like hundreds of pounds of ice all over my truck today, and I would just take my boots and kick it and knock it off, because what are you gonna do? Ha, Mental Raccoon Glass, hello. How are you? I just was looking at your live stream of the flowers. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Hi, Jerry G. Thank you for coming into my live stream, guys. I just found a hotel for the night in Fernie, and I was just showing everybody the mountains because they're so beautiful. It is like a little ski resort kind of town. The town is like, I don't know, 20 minutes down the mountain, but I had to find a place in the mountains because I was in Alberta for so long. I was missing the mountains, and I figured if I'm going to stay in a hotel, it may as well be up here. So this is the hotel. It's called Fernie Slopeside. Now, normally, this area has got a lot of snow on it, but we're at the end of winter, right? So traditionally, you can literally ski right out of your hotel. but they don't have as much snow. It's kind of like a mini Whistler, if you've ever been to Whistler. I hope you guys are all doing super fantastic. I haven't been able to do live streams because the service is really sketchy. It's been snowing a ton. The ice on the roads was a little sketchy for a while. And then depending on where you are, the wind, like in Alberta, the winds are really strong. So when you're on an icy road, it just skirts you around, right? When the wind blows. So it's been super fantastic. Yes, it is amazing. I'm enjoying myself so much. I don't want it to end, but at the same time, I want to take this job at the end of the month, so I am going to be heading back. I'm officially in BC though, so I'm super happy about that because, I had enough of the flatlands, and you guys aren't going to believe the footage to come. I'm taking the number 3, the Crow's Nest Highway, all the way back home, and it is stunning. The views are spectacular. I'm sure you've been enjoying, or I hope you've been enjoying some of the views on the number 1 when I was going towards Alberta, towards Calgary. I did go to Red Deer, and I did go to a whole bunch of places out that way. I have so many videos to upload. Please smash the thumbs up if you guys come into the live stream. It really does help my channel grow. Joshua, hello. Thank you for coming into my live stream. Yeah, so it's been cold. I got frostbite on one of my fingers, but it has healed up nicely. And I'm remembering to wear my gloves. Today I was out, like I said, kicking ice off my truck because it was just encased, right? You'll see a video that I put out a little later on tonight. Literally my truck was encased, and it was like protruding from my fender wells by like 4 inches. Like, it was insane, right? But it looked really cool at the same time. So I can't wait to show you guys so much stuff. I haven't been able to upload footage. I probably have 60 videos, you guys. Now, when I get home, I am going to try to talk my son into doing some editing for me and maybe putting a bunch of them together for a longer video. But when you're traveling, I think I'm, what am I at? I'm over 2,000 kilometers I've driven now. Probably closer to 2,500 kilometers now that I've driven. But it's been great. Hello, Big Al. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming into my live stream, and I hope you guys tell me, are you enjoying the content? Are you enjoying the drive? Have you seen anything spectacular? Now, every time I put it on a live stream, there's no animals. Every time I'm not, not a live stream, a video, there's no animals. Every time I don't have my video running, I see caribou, I've seen bears, I've seen moose, I've seen elk, I've seen everything. I got a couple videos of you guys, I think, with some deer in there, but that's about it. Yeah, you know what? I am so lucky. It was kind of sketchy what I did, right? Like buying a truck, a used truck that I don't know, and then going on the road. It could have gone sideways on me, but this baby has kept me going, and I love it. I wish it was geared higher, but only for the highways. And then, when I get back home and I'm doing off-roading and stuff, I'll be glad that it's got the lower gears. But I tell you, on some of these long hills, it's like constantly kicking it down. So it's been a lot, and it sucks back the gas doing that, but what can you do? I'm really enjoying myself, and I hope you guys are enjoying my content. I have been watching playlists, running them every time I stop, as long as I can plug in my laptop. I run playlists, so I'm supporting you guys as much as possible. Miriam, hello. Thank you for coming into my live stream. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. I feel pretty cool, actually. It's supposed to go down to like -10 tonight, which is again why I'm staying in a hotel again. And my legs. I'm tired of driving, you guys. My legs feel like rubber, um, just from driving and driving and driving, right? So I need a break. What's my favorite color is blue. My favorite color is blue. You can ask Mental Raccoon Glass that. Blue, I'm all about the blue colors. um, oh, it wants me to add one of those question and answer stickers. I'm not doing it. What's your favorite color, Miriam? um, so what do you guys want to see? What do you want to do? I went to a museum when I was in Sundre, um, and it ended up being like almost an hour video, but it is amazing. So once I get that uploaded, I hope you guys check it out. It was one of the nicest museums I've been to in years. There was so much information, and the end of the video is really where it gets magical because there's a lot of trappers in that area. So there's a lot of what do they call that? You know, like animals. Uh, what do they call that when they make the animals? Oh, your favorite color is pink? Well, that's a nice color too. I'm all about the blue though. Yeah, it's been cold. It's been off and on snowing today. I've been going through a lot of windshield washer fluid, trying to keep my um, windshield clean so that my videos aren't blurry. I know that I did put out a couple of videos that were kind of blurry. My bad. Nothing I can do about it. Especially when the ice starts building up on the windshield, right? You can't really do anything about that. As for the truck, I cannot believe, I shouldn't even say it out loud, but no problems. You know, I had that little transmission leak at the very beginning, but it just went away. So that's cool. And then what else? My heater wasn't working there for a minute, but I got that all figured out just by playing with it. Just climbed under the dash and, oh, I have a phone call. I can't take it because I'm doing a live stream. I hope you guys are all doing super fantastic. Mental Raccoon Glass. The stuff that you're putting out, your work is amazing. The Pac-Man machine blew my mind. Those flowers that you have on your live stream right now are amazing. So with my order, if you're still on here, you are. The connection to the blower. No, it was the little door. It was a door that changes the heat from the dashboard down to your feet. So my phone kept overheating, so I put it down to my feet, and then I guess it broke, right? It's just a little plastic thing, but I pushed it back up there and got it back working. So my order. So ordering from the States into Canada is crazy. So not only did I have to pay more because of Canadian currency, but Canada Post actually charged me again, and I had to pay when it came to the door. I wasn't in Calgary when it was delivered, so my girlfriend paid for me. But it was like, holy smokes. Hello, Nona Grace. Hello. I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. Um, I'm trying not to shiver, you guys, but it is cold out here. Um, it's been a heck of a drive and a heck of an experience. There's no one skiing up there because there's not enough snow, is what I'm being told. It's like the off season now, right? Um, it is out of control, mental. They shouldn't be able to keep just charging you and charging you and charging you, right? It does look cool. It's a beautiful area. So I just got back into BC, I don't know, a couple of hours ago on the 22, and then the 22 turns into the Crow's Nest Pass in Alberta, and then that turns into the Crow's Nest in British Columbia. Ah, thank you. Creativity never. I don't know what that means, mental. Um, But at the same time, I'm going to make myself a plug here, and I would really appreciate any of you guys to go over and check out some of my content. My channel has been a little bit like crickets over there. You're from Alberta? Did I visit the Rockies? Dude, I've been everywhere. Um, I went the number one all the way from Vancouver to Calgary, and then I went to, I can't remember what highways I was on, going to Red Deer and all the surrounding areas. And now I came back down the 22, and now I'm going to be on the Crow's Nest Highway all the way back home. Never said she had to pay extra. Oh, she didn't tell you. Oh, well, I kept my packaging, and I have not done my unboxing yet because, like I said, I just got into my hotel. But I will do it soon. I need to get back in the truck. Hang on, bear with me. Okay. Whew, it's too cold out there, you guys. Yeah, I didn't expect the extra cost either, but it's no big deal. It would have been nice if she had told you, but I'm telling you now. Here, I'll show you. Okay. This is what it came with. You see that? So it was an extra 16, what does it say? An extra 16.73 from Canada Post. Aren't they wonderful? The museum I went to, you guys, in Sundre, I had to buy a mug because it was so neat. If you guys haven't, you know, once I get my videos up, go check out this one. This is from the museum. Wait. The Sundre District Museum. And the wildlife in there, you guys. They have the, where can I, taxidermy. Okay, so they have like, hi, Northern Woman. Thank you so much for coming. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for coming into my live stream. Roll calls, Gavin. Hi. How are you? I hope you guys are all doing well. Sorry, I'm behind on the chat, guys. My hands were cold. Had to get back in the truck. And I'm having my Timmy's, you know, Timmy's coffee because that's what keeps me going. I don't normally drink Tim Hortons coffee, but you know, even though I have my water and I have a stove and I have a pot and I could be making my own coffee, sometimes it's just easier to pull into a drive-through. And many blessings. Thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are all doing super fantastic. It's cold here. For anybody that just came in, I am in Fernie, BC. I found a hotel up in the mountains. So I'm just going to stay here for the night and then get back on the road in the morning. I don't know where I'm going to end up tomorrow. I don't know how many more days I'm going to be traveling. Yeah, and you know, a lot of the hotels I've been running into won't take cash and they won't take debit. They want a credit card. So I've been kind of lucking out, and this one I found, and they took another, they want a $500 deposit, but that's fine. I mean, I get it back in the morning. It's just a little bit inconvenient. I wanted to go to Banff a couple days ago, but they will not. There is not a single hotel in Banff, Alberta that would take cash. I have been sleeping in my car. I did sleep a couple nights in my vehicle. I put out a couple videos. One of me making my dinner and another one of starting my fire, because it's important that everybody knows how to start a fire. I know that it's not winter all the time, but when it is, it's really important that we know how to start a fire. Sleeping in my vehicle was great. When I stayed in, where was I? I was at Crimson Lake. I didn't even wake up all night. I slept all the way through the night, and I think it got down to like minus, I don't know, 11, between minus 11 and minus 15, but I was toasty warm because I have my feather duvet. So I know there's sleeping bags, and I know there's wonderful sleeping bags, but nothing beats a feather duvet, you guys. The feathers really do keep you warm. They regulate your temperature inside when you're sleeping. It's just, I love it. Sleep in your car in Vancouver Island trying to find a job. No, I don't want to. I have a home I have a home. I'm just on a road trip, right? I just went I'm just on a road trip traveling around. I went from BC to Alberta, and now I'm heading back in towards BC. Got him. Thank you, Jerry G. I appreciate you. It's funny, I don't mind. And people often wonder because I'm in a vehicle, right? They're like, "Are you homeless?" No, I'm not homeless. Um, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And even trolls give you watch time, so you know, I'm okay with it too. I have been eating. Hi, Bambi. Brenda, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I have been eating okay. I don't like eating out, right? I don't like fast food. I don't trust restaurants. So it's been a little bit hit and miss. I tend to, like when I'm at my friend's house, I'll pre-cook a bunch of stuff so I have it with me. Um, I'm still going off my own water because I don't like drinking tap water. I try to avoid the fluoride to open up that third eye, right? Um, so yeah, I'm eating okay. I wouldn't say I'm eating great. When I was in Calgary, though, I went to a Brazilian steakhouse. I can't remember the name of it, and it was amazing. So you use any kind of heat source in your truck? No, no, I don't use any heat source in my vehicle. Mind you, like when it's like -15 and -20, I didn't stay in my vehicle. That's when I was going into a hotel, right? Walking for 3 hours? Where did you go, Bambi Brenda? Why were you walking for 3 hours? I'm sure it was for your video, right? Because people love that. My legs are like jello from driving, though. It's exhausting, and my eyes, because especially when you're in Alberta, it's just flat, right? And the snow and the ice, and then the animals. There's a ton of wildlife, a ton of elk and deer and moose and wolves and foxes and all sorts of stuff. You're the OG troll sniper. Awesome. Thank you, Jerry G. Um, yeah, no, I don't use any heat in my vehicle. But this vehicle really holds the heat well, right? Because it's big. I mean, it's messy back there, but it's big. And then I have my bedding, right? And I put up these insulating things on my windshield and then on the window beside where I'm sleeping. You had a dentist appointment. I walked along the river. Holy, well, good for you getting some exercise and fresh air. I don't know what river you live by, but I'm sure it was beautiful. I'm up in the mountains. I found a place up in the mountains. Are you in a truck? Yes, I am. I am in my vehicle. I just got back inside to warm up. Hang on. I think I can put my mitts on. Lake Town is 2.4 kilometers away. So it's a long walk. Oh, I bet. You don't have a vehicle? I didn't have a vehicle up until I bought this one just before I left on my trip. I mean, I had other people's vehicles, but I didn't have my own vehicle. So it's always different when you're driving somebody else's vehicle. Like you can't do what you want to do. No vehicle, eh? Well, that's okay. I mean, 2.4 kilometers. That's a long haul, though. I'm hoping that you have transportation when it comes to doing your grocery shopping and your regular, stuff. My vehicle. Yes, I'll show you my vehicle. I got my gloves on now, so I'm nice and warm. So this is my vehicle. See, there's my channel. And this is my truck. Look at how dirty this is my truck. It is a 1996 Suburban, Chevy Suburban. And I absolutely love it. I'm still debating, you guys. When I get home, I might sell this and still start looking for a square body again. What's my dream car? My dream vehicle is like an early 70s Suburban, Chevy Suburban, the square bodies, It's so cute. You like it? Isn't it nice? It's got a 4-inch suspension lift in it, a Pro Comp suspension lift, and it's got some nice big tires. And it's fun. The funniest part, you guys, is when I stop at a gas station and I check my oil and my transmission fluid and stuff. I have a step ladder. I'm going to show you guys. I have a step ladder that I have to get out. Wait, it might be locked. Because I can't reach it. Is it locked? It is locked. Hang on. I'll show you guys. It's kind of funny, really. But the looks I get from people when I get out my stool, hanging on. Thank you. Okay, hang on. It didn't open. There we go. This is my handy dandy stool. And that is how I check my fluid. Here, I'll show you in the back. It's a bit of a mess, but there's my bed on that side. Here's my feather duvet. And then, of course, I've been stopping at all sorts of thrift stores, so I have so much stuff that I'm bringing home. But I've been finding a ton of linen, and wool and leather. So yeah, this is how I get up to check my oil and to check my transmission fluid and to even clean my windshield. And people look at me like, oh my, they must think I'm just nuts. But what are you going to do, right? You have to be able to reach it. He subscribed. Out to Pit. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I was just showing everybody my handy dandy stool, and that's how I check my oil and my transmission fluid, because I'm short. Hang on here. There we go. I'm short, and my truck is so tall that I can't do it without it. What up? Look at what up. I finally got back into BC, out to Pitt. 96 was the last year before show. Exactly. But I still want to go older. I still want an older truck. I'm in Fernie, British Columbia, and I just got into this hotel, Slopeside in Fernie. So I'm staying the night here, and it's pretty cold. Where are you? I'm in Fernie, British Columbia. At Andy Mon. Hi, family. So nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. You guys, if you could smash the thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. Yes, it is a very happy weekend. Is it the weekend? No. I thought it was Thursday. Uh-oh. I might be behind a day or two. I don't know. It's like, when you're traveling and you have no time frame on when you got to be, where you got to be, every day just seems like another day. So happy weekend to you, though. It can't be Friday already. I think it's Thursday. I'm going to go with it being Thursday. Yeah, so it's freezing cold here. Thank you. Hello, thank you for joining my live stream. I appreciate you being here. I gotta get back in my truck, you guys. It's cold. It's like minus 10. Well, maybe minus 7, but still. It's still cold. So I don't know where a lot of you are. It's all sunny and beautiful. I am not in that place. It is not sunny, but it is beautiful. Monday number 4. I don't know. It is Thursday. Thank you, Andy Mon. I kind of knew it was. Glenn, hello, and thank you for coming into my live stream. I'm just kind of updating everybody as to where I am. I am out of Alberta and back into BC. I'm on the move. That's right, out to Pitt. I'm back in British Columbia in the mountains, and it's super cold. But you're mellow. I'm usually mellow too, but right now I'm just like, I've been driving and I'm exhausted and I just want to kind of chill. But I wanted to hop on here and do a live stream just to check in with all my subscribers and my followers and my family. The real David, hello. Thank you so much for coming into my live stream. I hope you guys are all doing super fantastic. It's cold here. I'm back in British Columbia, loving it. I have had such an amazing road trip, you guys. The things I've seen, the animals I've seen, um, the people I've met, the places I've gone are all amazing. And I have literally 60 videos that I need to upload. I am thinking about getting my son to do some editing and maybe adding some of them together. Damn, Chris. Yeah, say hi to each other, get to know each other. Everybody in here is a great channel, so many wonderful channels, and you guys are so many wonderful people. Okay, so I met a new friend when I was in Alberta. I went to Sundry and I met a lady, and I'm trying to talk her into starting a YouTube channel because she's a super fantastic lady and she has so much to share. And then when I was camping at Crimson Lake, I met two young fellas that were camping there, and they had this really cool A-frame tent with a stove in it. And when I was leaving in the morning, it's funny, I stopped by to say bye to them, and guess what I got from them? You're not going to believe it. They gave me a piece of bacon, crispy bacon, to wish me well on my road trip. But I've been meeting people all along the way. I've been leaving my channel name at a lot of places, like in little restaurants and stuff where I stop, kind of plugging my channel, trying to get some new people. Scully Pop, hi. How are you? I hope you're doing super fantastic. Thank you so much for coming by my live stream. I'm in Fernie, British Columbia, so I'm back in BC. I'm out of Alberta, and I'm heading back into the mountains, and I'm super, super excited about it. It is cold, but I'll show you the mountains. I don't know if you can see through the windshield, but this is where I am tonight. I'm staying at, it's called Fernie Slopeside Hotel. Now, normally, at this time of year, there's more snow. We've had a really weird winter in BC. We didn't get snow until late. So this particular area is like Whistler. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Whistler in British Columbia, but it's like you can ski in and out of your hotel. However, there's not enough snow here, so you can't ski in and out. So it's all right though. It's still beautiful. The mountains are still amazing. When I was driving the last leg of the Crow's Nest connector from Alberta to BC, I was so excited to see all the mountains again. I was just like, yeah, I'm going home. It is a great look. I'll hop out and I'll show you a better view of it, Scully Pop, since you were so kind to come by my live. So this is what I'm looking at here, and it's all mountains. Like all the way around me here is mountains. It just keeps going and going and going, and it's beautiful. Look at the sun's hitting over there, and see, way over there, that's where I'm going. I'm going down that way. Where's my hand? I'm going to those mountains way, way, way over there. And it's an amazing trip. It is stunning, isn't it? Yeah, because I'm like literally feet away from, like right there is where they have the lift, the gondola lift. I'm not sure if that big red and white thing goes up the mountain, but it sure kind of looks neat. Yeah, and there's no people skiing here right now because there's not enough snow. BC is beautiful. It is, you're going to see, if you've seen any of my content from my road trip from BC to Alberta, it was all on the number 1 highway. And now on the way home, it's going to be all on the Crow's Nest or the number 3. Now the views are definitely going to be better on the number 3 than they were on the number 1. The only reason I took the number 1 to Alberta is because of the snow. There was a lot of snow, and it was high winds, and it was just not a safe place, for me to be, because I'm traveling solo, right? You got to try to do things to kind of keep yourself in check. And I haven't gone on, well, that's not true. I haven't gone on many roads that left the highway, but I had to check out a couple. One of them was in Nordegg. You guys wait, you see the video. So I set my maps to go to Nordegg, okay? And that's in Alberta. And I figured, I'll find a hotel and I'll stay there for the night. So I drove all day from Rocky Mountain House all the way to Nordegg, and it was snowing and the highways were covered in ice and snow and it was crazy. And then I get to Nordegg and I see the sign and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. And so the maps takes me all the way up, at least 40 minutes up this mountain. The snow got so deep, I actually had to use four-wheel drive in my truck. All the way up the mountain just to come back to the exact same spot that I came in. It's like a big loop, right? A big loop in Nordegg, and it brings you back to the gas station because they're hoping you need gas at that point. And their prices are jacked. There's one hotel there and the prices are jacked there. So that was when I decided, well, even though it was getting dark, I headed back to Rocky Mountain House. Rocky Mountain House is a beautiful area in Alberta. And yeah, I've been having so much fun, you guys. It is quite the adventure. So I think I'm at probably 2,500 kilometers I've driven now. And it's been great. And the truck has been great. It's running amazing. Yeah, thank you, out the pit. You like it? I should have got more than one. Because when I'm not, I can't wear it all the time. And when I've washed it. Susan, hello there. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. I hope you're doing super fantastic. I hope all your animals are doing super fantastic. I'm having a wonderful, wonderful time. Now, every time someone comes into the stream, I want to show you the mountains. So I'm just going to warm up my hands for a few more minutes and then I'll hop out and I'll show you the mountains again because it's such an amazing place here. Like the actual town of Fernie in BC, there's a lot of, first time you caught me live, I know, it's crazy, right? There's a lot of hotels down in Fernie, and that's probably like a half an hour drive back down into the city. But I wanted to be up in the mountains just because I've been missing the mountains being in Alberta. Now, the mountains are different, okay? So in Alberta, it's these long hills, right? They're just hills. They're not like these mountains. And I liked it, but I miss the mountains, right? I'm born and raised in BC. Yes, I am the same when people come into my lives. Exactly. I want to show everybody. Okay. I warmed up for a minute. It's quite the jump out of the truck for me, guys. Okay. So here's where I am tonight. You can see the mountains just keep going, right? So this is like it's like a little resort town here for skiing and stuff. It's a lot like Whistler. You can see the gondola rides there in a couple spots, but it's all closed. It's all closed because the season's kind of over, right? Until next year, which won't be that long. I mean, I'm not sure. I think their season starts in like early October, maybe even before that. All this area would be covered in snow. It was actually snowing like crazy in Calgary last night. For the full day, they probably got about a foot of snow. And it was snowing quite heavily when I left. It was snowing all the way through to, pretty much all the way through until I got back into BC. It's been snowing off and on. And I did see it start snowing a little earlier, but I'm hoping that it'll just stop, right? So I probably have another, I don't know, at least 3 days traveling. I probably have at least 60 videos that I need to upload and show to you guys, but it's hard, My last couple of videos were of Crimson Lake in Alberta where I stayed. First cold autumn day. Really, eh? See, we were just such opposites. Ha, Stephen, hi. Thank you so much for coming by the live stream. I hope you're doing super fantastic. You missed the mountains. You grew up in Tennessee? Michigan. Now you're in Michigan. Okay, so it's like I just came out of Alberta, which is the flats. And now I'm back in BC, which is the mountains. And here, I'll show you. Isn't that pretty? Like, I'm so close to the mountains right now. The snow is they do a good job of keeping the streets clean out here, like of snow. Even the parking lot, they keep it, fairly tidy so that you don't get stuck. Um, uh, I know I am so far behind. It is beautiful country, Stephen. Thank you so. Mark Knuckles. Hi, thank you so much for coming into my live stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Smash the thumbs up if you don't mind. Yeah, it's cold though. There's no active snowing, but it's cold. It's like probably -7, maybe a little colder. But I remembered my gloves so I don't get frostbite. I did get one little bout of frostbite. Boss B, hello. Welcome into my live stream. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing super fantastic. I just stopped. I'm going to give the truck a rest. Let it relax for the night. I think I'm closer to 2,500 kilometers at this point, but it's I am. How are you doing, B? I miss you, girl. I'm still watching playlists for all of you guys. Whenever I have time and whenever I'm in a hotel, I've been running you up. I love you guys so much. I appreciate your time and support with my road trip adventure. I'm so glad that you guys are watching my content and keeping my channel a little bit busy while I'm gone. Yeah, I miss the mountains, you guys. Like, Alberta is beautiful in its own way, right? See, I'm shivering again. Hang on, I'm putting you on the dash for a second. It's quite the climb for me to get in here, you guys. Okay. Let me see the comments. I miss you too, doll. Happy you're doing great. This is so great. Thank you. I haven't done a lot of live streams because a lot of the areas I've been driving in don't have any Wi-Fi. I wanted to do a live stream when I was at Crimson Lake camping, but no Wi-Fi, no service. I couldn't even make a phone call. It's starting to warm up. Everybody has good temperatures right now. Everybody's nice and warm, and I've been watching a lot of content of Jamaica and Texas and all over the place where everybody's nice, toasty, warm, and I'm freezing my butt off. But it's so pretty. Yeah, you guys get to know each other. Everybody in here is an amazing content creator. So many wonderful channels, so many wonderful people. Let's keep growing together. Let's keep learning and growing and just, it's amazing. Like I am always saying, and I'm going to say it again, a plug to YouTube. Thank you so much for bringing us all together, giving us the opportunity to meet each other, to experience each other and share with each other. It's amazing. Sending warmth my way. Thank you, Stephen. I know it's been cold. My little finger. Can you guys wait? Where's my camera? See that? I got frostbite on it, but it's recovering finally. It still looks a little bit haggard, but I'm not going to lose my finger or anything, which is super fantastic. The weather, like the temperature. So in BC, we get a lot of cold temperatures, right? But it's wet. So you would never go outside without your gloves because your hands would get cold really quickly. Now in Alberta, it's dry, okay? So the cold, it doesn't even feel cold to me when I first get out there. But next thing you know, you have frostbite. So I was doing a live stream in Calgary, and I think I only made it like 30 minutes. And then I realized that my hands were done and that I'd already damaged them. So it's because of the wind chill. The wind chill that night was -25, I think. And I wasn't wearing my gloves. Yeah, it should heal up fast. I'm glad because I was a little concerned at first that I had really damaged myself. And, again, you just learn, right? And that's what this is all about. So, um, you've had frostbite, Susan? Yeah, it's not fun. Like, I didn't realize that my hands were so cold until, because I said, hang on, I gotta get my gloves. And I went into the truck to get my gloves. And when I touched my two hands together, it was so painful. I was like, uh-oh, something's wrong, right? Like, that's not normal. It took me probably 30, maybe 35 minutes just to warm up my hands, because you have to do it really slowly, right? You don't want to heat them up too fast, because you can cause a lot of damage, right? And it's not fun. But this is, maybe I should have done a little bit more research on the differences between the weather in BC and Alberta. Now, I've been to Alberta for years and years. I used to go to the Alberta Badlands and go buying every single year, but I was always there in the summertime, right? This is the second time I've traveled through Alberta in the winter months. And the first time I was in the convoy, so I was in a vehicle all the time. I wasn't getting out and doing stuff. But this time, because me, I'm like, oh, there's a butterfly, and I go and see where it leads me. A couple of times I've just left my vehicle and started wandering, and then gotten really, really cold and had to find my way back to the vehicle. So that's always good. And on that note, so when you walk away from anything, especially your vehicle in the wintertime, because everything's white, right? I did use yarn. I did take a roll of yarn with me. And when I was walking, I would tie yarn on the trees so I wouldn't get lost. Because now, if you were to get lost in the backcountry, that's game over. You wouldn't wander? Well, yeah, now that I'm back in BC, I don't know, I just feel more confident, I guess. Alberta is so different. Like, it's nice and the people are nice. But it's so different than what I'm used to. I'm used to the mountains. I'm used to the windy roads and everything. In Alberta, it's a lot of just straight driving. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of boring. And their speed limit is like 100. I think the highest speed limit I've seen in all of Alberta and all the way to Red Deer, almost all the way to Edmonton, is 100. Like, very rarely you'll see 110. In BC, you guys will see when you're watching the videos. Hi, Edward. Thank you so much for coming into my live stream. I appreciate you being here. It's so flat. Yeah, exactly. Like, it is so flat in the prairies in Alberta. It's crazy. And it's just not like that in BC, and I'm not used to it. So when I was in Alberta, I was with my friend and we would go and walk the dog, and it was called Nose Hill. I don't know. It's just this hill that we would take the dog to walk to. But when you get up on top, hi, Texas Regina. I always say that wrong. Hi, Edward. Hi, Mark. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Anyways, you'd walk. Okay, so I'd walk up to the top of this hill, and you could see, like, as far as your eyes could see in every direction, complete 360. There was nothing. There's no mountains. There's no nothing. So you can just see. I'm not used to that, because in BC, you can't. There'll be mountains in the way, or trees in the way, or something, right? Yeah, I did get myself. Uh-huh. I appreciate that. I said it wrong a couple times, and I don't know why it wants to come off my mouth like that, but it does. Yeah, everybody get to know each other, check out each other's channels. Everybody in here is a super amazing content creator, super amazing people. Yeah, so I've had so much fun, and I met a content creator. I met Joan's Junk Journals and more, and she's an amazing woman. We had so much fun. We were out thrifting. We went out for sushi. Just a really good time. Actually, 2 days we spent. Yes, Joan did remind me about how to say your name correctly, and now I just have to remember. um, yeah, so it's been super fantastic. I think I'm probably closer to 2,500 kilometers. I'm looking at yeah, I'm probably at about 2,500 kilometers, maybe a little bit more. so far that I've driven. By the time I get home, I'll probably be around 3,500 kilometers for my total trip, which isn't so bad. And this truck, you guys, I lucked out. Like, I did buying a vehicle, and then within a week, like a used vehicle, and then within a week going on a road trip and just hitting the road, especially in the winter, everything could have gone sideways on me. But I really believed, and I love my Chevys. I believe in my Chevys, and I just, I just believe. And as long as we believe, anything is possible. We can do anything we put our minds to, um, including traveling. I'm not a big fan of planes. I have taken planes, but you don't get to see anything, right? When you're driving, you see everything, even stuff you don't want to see. Like I saw a couple accidents. I saw a vehicle that hit, I think, a moose, and it's not a good outcome. Yeah, you're a Chevy girl too, right? Of course you are. Um, they're just amazing vehicles. Like, I don't think I would have taken a chance any other vehicle I bought. Um, and this one was parked for 2 or 3 years before I started driving it, like before I bought it. So my original problem that I was having with my transmission leak, I think it was just because the gasket was old and crusty and I was working it in. So it leaked that one time and I filled it up with tranny fluid and it never leaked again. I have not had to add oil. I have not had to add transmission fluid again. The only thing I'm going through is windshield washer fluid because I try to keep my windshield clean so you guys can see, because I noticed that some of my videos were coming out and they would be a little bit blurry because it was a distortion on my windshield. Um, you don't do planes either? Chevy, heavy Chevy for the win. Yeah, so I've just been cruising along. I bought some really cool stuff at thrift stores. Wait, I have one of them. Can I get this? Look at this hat, you guys, that I bought. Isn't that sick? Isn't that awesome? I got this at a thrift store. What was it? It was called a funky, I can't remember. There's so many videos that I have to come out. Trains, now trains, I agree, are beautiful. There's not a lot of passenger trains available in BC. I think there's the Royal Hudson and that's it. And I don't even know if they're still in commission. So, yeah. But I bought so much stuff. I found so many linen outfits and dresses and shirts and pants and exactly, Mark. I trust my own driving too. Now, have I had any problems with others on the road? Yeah, a little bit. I had a couple tailgaters where, I just move over and let them go. I had a couple vehicles veer into my lane coming towards me where, again, I just, move over and pray that they don't hit me. Because not everybody pays attention while they're driving. A couple of vehicles I saw lose control, not because of bad driving, but from the wind, right? So when you're on icy roads, because they're literally covered in ice, the wind, if it starts pulling your vehicle around, a lot of people, they freak out, right? And they overcorrect or they grab the steering wheel and they move it too fast. And the biggest thing when you're driving is to stay relaxed, right? Just be chill, because any evasive maneuvers can cause 10 flips. I love it, babe. Aw, thanks for coming by, B. You guys go check out Boss B's channel. She is amazing. All of you guys have amazing channels. I did get my package from Mental Raccoon Glass. I have not done an unboxing yet. I'm right now trying to upload some of my content from my phone onto my laptop, so that I can make room on my phone so I can keep filming all the way back home. Because the best really is yet to come. If you guys have seen any of my videos on the number 1 leaving Vancouver going to Alberta, you're not going to believe the difference from the number 1 highway to the number 3 highway. It's like a completely different everything about it is different. I'm not going to take the Coquihalla because it's boring and you don't really see much. So I'm going to take the number 3, and it is amazing. Now it's a really windy highway through the mountains. So it's going to take me a little longer. I mean, I could have taken a lot of different ways that would be much shorter, but I'd rather give you guys the real stuff. Okay, I'll see you again, Susan. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. I really appreciate you. I hope you're having a super fantastic evening. Big hugs to you. Big hugs to all of you. You guys, I appreciate you guys so much. I was really worried, and you know, I'm still a little worried. As I'm traveling, my content isn't coming out properly, and you know, a lot of crickets, not very active. So the people that are watching my content, I really appreciate you guys. Now when I get back home, I do have a list going of my regular people that are coming in and supporting my channel, and I will be over to your channels. Most of the time, like when I'm in a hotel, like this evening, I'm just running playlists, you know, for all of you guys. So if any of you guys feel that I haven't given you the attention you deserve, just leave it in a comment. Oh, and after my live stream, I would really appreciate you coming back in and leaving a comment in the comment section so other people can find you and so that I can find you, because I can't remember, you guys. Like my brain, all the different maps and more maps. Like, look at, you see this? I'm going to show you something. Is it even on here? No, here. So I started over here. You guys see that? I started over here and I went all the way up here and all the way this way, and then onto a different map because that's Calgary. And then I was over here and over here. And now I'm coming back and I'm coming down this way. And then I'm coming all the way back there on the old Crow's Nest Highway, or the number 3. So it's been a long trip. A lot of winter driving. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I know my map, it's falling apart. Do you believe I had to get another one because my first one, I was trying to open it and I was all cold and I ripped it. So, and I had to get another one because I went off the map and there was nowhere else for me on this one. So I had to buy another map for Red Deer. What was on it? Red Deer, Edmonton, Saskatchewan, and all that, right? Yeah. My big map, I tell you. When I was heading to, yeah, hit that like button, please. When I was heading to Alberta, I took the number 1, and it was just easy. And I was using my 1979 map book. But when I got closer to Calgary, the map wasn't making sense anymore, and I had to upgrade and buy a new one. So I've been buying lots of maps, and then when I go into different places, like I stopped at the Fernie info booth and got a map. So I noticed that in Alberta, they don't have these. In BC, when you're traveling on the highways, they have a lot of places that you can pull over, and they're like tourism places. So you can get maps, you can use the bathroom. Some of them have like coffee shops and stuff, but you can get a lot of information on the areas that you're traveling through. Another thing that we have in BC along the highways is rest stops with outhouses. Alberta, they don't have them. And a couple that I did stop at were closed for the winter. I don't understand. Oh, roads have completely changed since 1979. They're different names. There's roads there that aren't on the 1979 map book. Even the names of highways have changed. So it was getting a little bit confusing for me. I finally broke down and got a modern map, you know. I'm always trying to live in the past. And it's funny because Alberta is an hour ahead of BC because of the time change thing, but my phone isn't changing. It's not going back. Like since I got to BC, It did change when I went to Alberta, but it's not changing now for BC. And I know that BC has decided not to do the time change anymore. Now, what they should have done is they should have waited until it moved forward and then stopped. But they waited till it moved back and then they stopped. So I don't think that's very smart, but you know, that's politicians and a whole nother conversation. So yeah, what are my tips? If you guys are traveling, if you're driving, relax while you're driving. Make sure you have everything you need. Make sure you have maps. Make sure you carry all the fluids and stuff that your vehicle needs. So transmission fluid, windshield washer fluid, oil, all of that stuff. Make sure you have it with you. And the reason I say that is because gas stations will literally charge you 10 times the amount that you need to pay. So all of these things, even though they take up room, it's worth having them with you, so you don't get hit with those high costs as you're traveling. And then just stay relaxed when you're driving. Now, the phone mount that I have, I also wanted to talk to you guys about that. The phone mount I have mounts on my rearview mirror. That's not a good thing. I don't recommend it because when the heat is on in the vehicle, it blows up the windshield and it overheats the phone. I've had so many of my videos just stop, just my camera just turns right off. Oh yeah, stay hydrated. Yeah, I'm probably not good on that one. But yeah, I have my water back there. So every now and again, when I found a rest stop, I do pull over and I refill my water and, you know, but I am probably a little bit dehydrated. Illegal here in Minnesota. What is? What's illegal? I'm curious. But yeah, travel with all the things that you need. And the phone mount, I think that anything, well, I don't know. I don't know if all vehicles are like Chevys though, right? Like Chevys have a really hardcore, wonderful heating system in them and it blows, right? And it kept saying that my phone was overheating. So I need to find a different type of a phone mount for my truck moving forward in the future. I know for shorter trips or in the summertime, it'll probably be fine. But even when the sun hits my phone, it overheats it. This message is held for review. Someone got something special to say. Yeah, so even when, like I said, when the sun hits my phone, it overheats it. But you know, technology, my old Samsung 8, I never had that problem with. This is the Samsung 25 Ultra, and it's so finicky. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's this, it's that. I don't even know what to think of it. I want to know, Edward, what's illegal in Minnesota? I'm so curious. Wait, I'm going to read back. Stay hydrated, snacks. Roads have changed. I want to know. Oh, wait. Hanging stuff from the mirror. Oh, it's illegal to have your phone up there? Isn't that interesting? Okay. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, I prefer Samsung over anything else as well. But I prefer the older one, like even my Samsung 8. I can hook it up to my boom, my speaker, my anything. This one, I can't hook it up to my stereo. I can't hook it up to a speaker. I've tried everything. I've gotten all the different gadgets and gizmos, and it's just no good. I don't know whether, you know, I don't know. And then you have the 22 Ultra. Yeah. Well, it's probably better than 25 Ultra because the 25 Ultra, they're saying, yeah, I have to buy a new stereo. I have to buy a brand new stereo just to connect to my phone. And that's ridiculous. I mean, I love the phone. The phone, it is good. It takes good quality pictures. It has a ton of cameras on it. But at the same time, it's a little bit finicky when it comes to, like, what do they call it? Pairing to other things. It just doesn't want to do it. But it is getting late here. It's going to be dark soon. I'm going to give you guys another look at the view, and then I'm going to hop off here and get into my hotel and relax for the night. Isn't that pretty? It feels so good. Feels so good being back in the mountains. Oh, Apple doesn't do that overheating and stuff. Well, that's good. But again, I don't know whether it's because of my heater in my truck, because then it blows, right? It's got the regular heater at the front, and then it's got another heater at the back, with 4 more vents, right? So what I've been doing is leaving my front heat off unless my windshield gets icy, and then I just leave the back heat on. It is so pretty out here, isn't it, Edward? Okay, so on that note, I am going to jump off of here. I thank you so very much, each and every one of you, for being here. Your time and support means the world to me. And I hope you're enjoying my road trip adventures. Check out some of my content, and there will be so much more to come because I haven't been able to upload. So there's a ton of stuff for you guys to see in the future. And that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.